All right, it is time for us to take a look at the final batch of old Pokemon games. Today we've got the Generation 7 games. We've got Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, and Ultra Moon. As per usual, hoping to find some cool goodies in here, but you never know. So let's get to it. Also, a fun little tidbit before we get into it. This was still in the case for the copy of Sun. It's the promo card that came with it. It's the Snorlax GX. It's actually pretty nice. So, nice little extra goodie there. Alright, first up we have Pokemon Sun. Now, just like the last generation, I only played Moon and Ultra Moon, so this should be interesting. Okay, so let's see. We have a file with... Okay, so they have all these Z crystals. I believe that's 101 registered in the Pokedex and 36 hours. So definitely enough to have finished the main game, I assume. So let's take a look. Okay, I think we're on 10 Carat Hill. Let's check. Let's check the team. Okay. Fairly varied. Let's see. We got a Magnezone, Gyarados. Let's see. Incineroar, I'm assuming that's the starter. This was acquired in July of 2022. So either this is a newer copy or no. So it's very possible that this was a overwritten file. Solgaleo, and a Salamence. Nice. I guess I forgot you could scroll through here. A lot of memories here. Generation 7 is arguably my second favorite generation. Arguably. Okay, so file was started in July of 2022. So yeah, it's possible that this is an overwritten save file, but still very nice. I forgot you have all these pages of with the stamps of the island challenge. Okay, so that's that. Anything else we can look at? I guess we could check the Pokedex. 33%. Okay, so we can assume starter was the Litten line. The fairly varied captures overall. So not many of the evolutions, or like any of them. But yeah, I quite like how they did the layout of the Pokedex here, at least for the the display. Maybe not in some other ways, but I thought it was fun, like seeing them acquired and seeing the Pokedex page light up. Okay, so they do have Type Null. Apparently you have not evolved them into Silvally. And they have Zygarde. Right, you can get Zygarde in this game. So unlike previous generations, you can't really tell a lot about how far they've gotten in the game. So they caught Solgaleo. They have the Ultra Beast, so they definitely did the post game. Yeah, and that's all of them, so that's interesting. And they've seen Necrozma, but did not catch them. Maybe that's why they were on 10 Carat Hill, right? All right. Seems pretty standard. Be right back. I'll get to a Pokemon Center and see if the boxes will have anything in them. Alright, so let's see what we have in the boxes. Okay, let's see. Looking pretty standard, nothing too... It seems pretty standard as far as catches, so who knows? Maybe we'll find something interesting. No, seems like most of them are mainstays. It's hard to believe that these games are almost 10 years old at this point. That's crazy. Still remember a lot of hype going around when they'd first announced the Alolan versions of Pokemon, right? Just the monumental advent of having regional forms of Pokemon that, I mean, been a mainstay ever since, so. Metagross, pretty cool. Master Ball Tapu Koko. Alright. I dig it. So I'd say Tapu Koko is worthy of a Master Ball. Although, if I recall correctly, I think it was Tapu Fini that was incredibly hard to catch because it had Aqua Ring. Type Null, haven't evolved in Silvally, although it doesn't look like it's had any growth. We need to free it from its chains. And the Zygarde, I forgot you could get Zygarde in this game. Yeah, it's only the 10% form, the Zydog. But yeah, also Legends ZA hype. Let's hope Zygarde gets its due. Okay, it looks like this will be the last box, but yeah, as per usual with the Sun and Moon games, at least the base games, you get like 1 or 2 of each Ultra Beast, and that's it. So kind of had to finagle your way around that, because in the Ultra versions you could get as many as you wanted. You just had to know how to do the Ultra Wormhole game, which I did not. I'm not good at that game. But alright, so we got Nihilego, a couple of Xurkitries. I'd be very impressed if any of these were caught in not Beast Balls, because those are really tough time. Let's see, Kartanas, Buzzwoles. For the record, Buzzwole is my favorite Ultra Beast. And the Guzzlord. And a Machop and a Spinda for some reason. Okay. Looks like that's going to be everything that's in the boxes. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure that's it. There's not really much else you can do here, so I'll call it there. Not bad. Still do wonder the backstory here, because obviously nothing was transferred out, so this game was just kind of left to be sold off, maybe? I don't know. Alright, time for Moon. Oh, well, this is interesting. So, no file at all. This thing's been completely wiped, so I can play this all on my own now. No shame. Okay. Alright, moving right along, we got Pokemon Ultra Sun. Let's see what we have. Okay, relatively short game file. We've got 42 Pokemon registered and 15 hours played. And not all Z crystals, but I assume that's a fair amount of progress. Interesting. Where are we at? Oh. Wow. So did they just... So we're in Ultra Space, for those unfamiliar. This is through the Ultra Wormhole game, where you can go catch potentially legendary Pokemon with random spawns. But yeah, you have to navigate through there. But this is this is relatively post-game content, so they made quite a bit of progress within 15 hours, 16 hours. Yeah, I don't know on average how that stacks up, but let's see. Trainer card. Started in 2011. That's not right. Started in 2011. I don't believe you. But yeah, 15 hours. So I don't know. Maybe there's some hijinks going on there. Yeah, it looks like they made their way through the main story, all fine and dandy. Just for the, and I didn't do this on the last file because it was not really much to show, but you can, of course, you can check out the outfit of your trainer. I didn't really finagle with the trainer customization when I was playing through the 7th generation, but yeah, I quite like the outfit options in here. This is such a vibe, the music in the background, or the weird sound effects. Let's see. Let's check the Pokedex. Only 10% of the Pokedex. Let's just even get an idea of what we've got going on here. I could probably assume, right, the Rowlet line was the starter. I like the style of this Pokedex, right? This is the first time we have the Rotom Dex. But yeah, the lack of an expansion for the National Dex, even though you could have all the other Pokemon in here, was kind of disappointing, but it's okay. Well, they got the Gift Poipole, but they did not get the type Null. Yeah, a lot of scenes, but not many acquired, so I'm kind of curious to see what their team and boxes look like at this point. And they had seen but not caught Necrozma. Fascinating. Huh. All right. Next up, let's check the team. That's a lot of dead Pokemon. Or sorry, fainted. Got a Haxorus. Traded, and it's Italian. Alright, Talonflame. Aegislash from, it's an English Aegislash. Okay. Yep, there's a starter. 49. Decidueye. Starmie and Mudsdale. Huh. Interesting game. Yeah, also, you can't forget that I did have Wonder Trade in here. So, alright, so I will get to a Pokemon Center. I know I'm probably annoying a lot of people by not hitting the Rotom Dex. But I think a lot of people also know Rotom Dex is kind of annoying. So, let's flip through the boxes. Yeah, there is bare bones here, so I don't know what was going on. There's some interesting stuff in here. So let's see. We got an English Spearow, level 51. Okay, yeah. So something's finicky about this because I believe a lot of these are dated for 2011. Okay, there's 2022. Okay, I don't know what's up with that. Like a Persian, English Persian, a Alolan Persian, that is. A lot of these are traded, so it could be Wonder Trade. There's the Poipole. It's acquired. Yeah, something's up with the day here. Because a lot of these are coming from 2022, 2023. Okay, so the 2020s. So it's probably safe to assume, right, this game, right, either overwritten or something, right, in the 2020s. A Moltres. Okay. So I'm assuming this one was caught in the Ultra Wormholes, but why is it caught in a regular Pokeball? That's, I mean, if it's legitimate, that's impressive. And a Ho-Oh as well. Wow. So they must have been going hard on the Ultra Wormhole stuff. And you got a Smeargle. Just a Smeargle. But yeah, these are, right, the latest one got 2023, so written file. I'm gonna check that team just because 23, 2013. So that one might have come from a Generation 6 game. But yeah, of course, all the others caught natively. But yeah, 2023. So I'm assuming that would be the trade date. Okay. Yeah, wonder what the story is here. They just really wanted to get to the Ultra Wormhole minigame. And last but not least, we have Ultra Moon. Okay, so another... Okay, so kind of comparable to the last one. We got 43 registered in the Pokedex, 16 hours, however, only 3 Z crystals. So, yeah, probably a little more predictable what we're going to find here than the last one. Wow, okay, so we're not even that far into... Okay, so we're at the Battle Royale, maybe? I forget what the name of this place was. So I'm going to exit. Okay, so first off, we'll check trainer card. Journey started in 2018. Okay, so it's possible this is the original save file. Also possible it could have been overwritten. 16 hours. Let's see. Only completed 1 island. Makes a lot of sense given where they are at right now. Let's check the trainer outfit. That's nice. Groovin'. Okay. Next, I guess we can look at, probably not much to be found on the Pokedex, so let's go for the team. It's probably already standard. Alright, okay. A couple of interesting mooks here. A Sylveon. Caught in 2018, December. It's probably one that they evolved on their own, right? Maybe. A Hawlucha, okay. Traded. We've got Dartrix, can assume that's the starter. Magnemite, a Noibat, and then an egg. Okay, let's check the boxes. Probably not expecting to see much here. Okay. Yeah. Nothing too substantial. Got a Lillipup, Mareep, Tauros, Crabrawler, I'm Junior, Fomantis, and that's about it. I'm probably gonna, I can assume there's nothing else here, so. Just gonna assume there's nobody else here. Oh, never mind. Got a full-ish box over here. Hold on, let's check this out. That's weird. Why would they put them all in box 8? Alright, so nothing too much of significance, but that'll do. Alright, and that will do it for this game as well. So I'll finish us out the Generation 7, and that should be the end of our journey overall. So, thanks for watching.